Good morning, YouTube. Actually, afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock. I just got up maybe about 20 minutes ago, brushed my teeth, washed my face with the Garnier Skin Active, the Gentle Sulfate Free Cleanser, which is what I forgot to bring to my station to show you when I did my nighttime routine. Well, my bedtime routine, because I'm nocturnal. I go to sleep in the morning and I get up in the afternoon, and so no intro today. I am tired and I'm hungry. I finally got up because I'm hungry. My typical breakfast is oatmeal with Vietnamese cinnamon in it, and I did purchase some bananas at Aldi's because they looked good, and so I'm going to put half a banana in one today. So face is washed. The first thing I'll do next is the Dr. Dennis Gross Triple Correction Eye Serum, Advanced Retinol and Ferulic Acid. And so this is what that looks like, and I use half a pump, that much. I like this one because it's a 360, meaning it can go under your eye and on your lids, and I like having something to put on my lids, and I think it does help. It may help for you if you have oily lids, and I say that because when I started using retinol products on my face, my T-zone no longer gets oily as much as it used to when I wear makeup or when I don't and when I sweat. And so I'm sure it's because of the retinol. So that's there. I rub that in until it dries, and it is dry already. Then I take his same serum, not the same because this one is for the face. This one I put on was for the eye. Advanced Retinol Ferulic Texture Renewal Serum. So that comes in here. This is thicker than the Peter one that I use at night. This is like an oil. This is more like a gel, and I'm finding that I have to use more of it because it is so thick. And if you've watched my nighttime routine, you'll see what I mean. So when I squeeze it, it's thick, and I need more of it than the Peter one because it is thick. And so I just probably, I don't know how many pumps, and I just wipe this all over. The website says 4 drops, like 1 on each fingertip. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and go like this and put it on. When I did that, I was only able to do my forehead. Like there was nothing left. And so maybe it's just my skin type. I don't know. And even this is drying already. Other than the scent, it is not obnoxious and it does dissipate, which is why I continue. Clean nose, thumbs up. Which is why I do continue to use it. And it is tacky. Like, watch this right here. Like, you see how, look at this, I'm squeezing. Look at this. It is tacky, but it's okay because we're then going to take the Olay Miracle Boost Concentrate Fragrance Free. Pop this out. Well, not pop it. You turn it, pull it out, and you push it. It pumps down into your hand. There's a better view of that when I did my nighttime one. I'm just out of it, y'all. And then I put the all over, and this, my skin loves this. The first time I used it, I was like, oh my Lord, I refuse to be without it. I keep thinking they're going to discontinue it because it'll disappear from the Olay website, and then it'll pop up on clearance. And clearance is usually when you're trying to get rid of things, right? And they sent me a link to get it from Target. When I messaged them on the Olay site saying, I can't find this, where is it? This was probably a year ago. But then they sell out at Target too. And so I'm really hoping that they don't discontinue this because my skin loves it. And now my skin is nice and smooth and just, oh. Then I take the Peter Thomas Roth Potency Power Serum. Has vitamin C, vitamin E, and ferulic in it. And I just take, sorry you can't see, 1 pump, and that just... Y'all, when I'm half asleep, later on, I'll see this video on my phone, and I'll be like, when did I do that? I'm one of those people, it takes me at least 90 minutes or more to be fully alert after I wake up. And my second husband, I told him that, because I would get up early, fix some breakfast, go back to sleep, but I'm on autopilot. And it wasn't until maybe 5 or 6 months into our marriage when he was like, I thought you were joking. He's like, you were right. Because he would have conversations with me, and I'd be like, oh, okay, Later on, I would have no recollection of it. And my mom was the same way, too. And as a child, we figured it out. So me and my sister would wait till she was asleep, wake her up and ask her something. She would say yes, and then we do it. later we would get in trouble because she's like, I told y'all stop waking me up to ask me stuff. And so I tell people, I may be up and moving around, like the lights is on, but there's nothing connecting. it's not. And so that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. So I'll be like, when did I do this video? Today is August 3rd, in case I forget. When I did my nighttime routine, it was August 3rd. It was like 4 in the morning. Yeah, go to sleep and waking up on the same day is a little trippy. Yeah. Then we take the Dr. Dennis Gross, Stress Repair Face Cream. And so there are some overlaps. So I just take just a little bit. This goes a long way. So what the overlaps are, between my nighttime, bedtime and wake up routine are the Olay and the Peter and this face cream and also this ointment that I put under my nose where it's forever red. So we're going to take this. That little bit covers my entire face and my neck. And I'm glad about that because the first time I purchased it, it was $72. It still is, I believe. And this has 2.0 ounces. And I was using it like regular cream and just putting a lot on, and I went through it quick. And I'm like, okay, I need to figure this out. And then I started decreasing the amount I was using, and I realized that little bit I showed you, that's all you need. And I have a big face, and that covered my entire face and all the way down here. So the last thing we're going to take, this is an ointment prescribed by the dermatologist, tacrolimus ointment. Can you see what that says? I hope so. But it's by prescription. I don't know if you can purchase it in a store, and I say that because, and I only take just a little bit. I say that because I don't have a copay. And so whatever they suggest, I'm like, can you put in a prescription? Because I don't have a copay. Like my vitamin D, my vitamin C, I get by prescription. And it's funny to me. I was going to say ironic, but it's not ironic. It's funny to me because it comes in the same type of jar you would get at a drugstore or Walmart or Target. Yeah, if you're a disabled veteran and you don't have a copay, and I get all of my care from the VA hospital unless they send me somewhere else. Yeah, if you don't have a copay, or even if your copay is really small, if they say, oh, get this from the drugstore, can you prescribe it? Yeah, work them benefits. Sorry for stumbling over my words. So I'm just doing this to make sure it's rubbed in. And they did say, the dermatologist, I can bring it down to here. And I do think it's looking a little more red now, and that's because I've been doing stuff on my face. But it'll clear up a little bit. And then when I wear a mask, it'll just come back and be like, redness! So that is it for this video. I'm looking at my little caboodle. I brought it with me again like I did for my nighttime routine. And thank you for watching. Let me know if this was helpful for you. For those of you who don't know, I forgot one thing. This is not what I was going to say. Chapstick. I do have sensitive skin, which may or may not be helpful for you if you're watching, if you're trying to figure out what can I use, what should I use, what may or may not work for me, because everything doesn't work for everybody. And even some of Dennis's products didn't work for me. When I tried his vitamin C serum, that just smelled so strong. I was like, dude, I threw it in a garbage. It was a sample one, so it was a small one, so it wasn't expensive. I threw it in a garbage. And my partner at the time, he went in the garbage and dug it out. And I apologized to him. I said, because I didn't like it, and because the smell was obnoxious, I didn't even think to say, hey, do you want to try this? He tried it, and he liked it, but not enough to buy it, because this stuff is expensive. But the Peter Vitamin C serum, my skin really likes. Everything I've shown you, I really like. But again, everything doesn't work for everybody, and even within brands. And I did try some Dennis stuff that I like, some Peter stuff that I like, and so that's what motivated me to try other things from their brand. But there are some things from both of these brands my skin is like, girl, no. And so don't just think, oh, she wears Peter, she wears Dennis, I'm good to go. You may not be. It depends on what your skin says. And so, but these are what works for me. But what I do recommend for everybody, if you can find it, the Olay Regenerous it's not Miracle Boost Concentrate Fragrance Free. If you're looking for a retinol for nighttime use, I do recommend Peter. They have it at Ulta, but I don't think Ulta does samples. So thank you for watching, and I really do hope that this was helpful, and thank you for bearing with me during my wake up routine. And I'm sweating, so take my official YouTuber tool. And let's help each other out in the comments. If whether or not you have sensitive skin, comment below like what really works for you. Like what is the 1 or 2 products that you really enjoy, that your skin really loves. And if you do have sensitive skin, please do indicate that. The other thing I will recommend for everybody is this Garnier Skin Active, the Gentle Sulfate Free Cleanser. The first time I used this, I loved it. I was at my partner's place. This was years ago. I tried it. I loved it. The next day when I got home, I purchased it. And I've been using this ever since. It's been years. And it does say gently foams to remove oil, impurities, and makeup for soft, healthy looking skin, all skin types, even sensitive skin. No sulfates, oil, soap, alcohol, or fragrance. When I do everything except eye makeup, this does remove my makeup. This removes all of my complexion products. And so if I'm just doing a base face, you know, even with blush and bronzer and highlighter, I will use this, and it does remove all of that, and then I'll double cleanse and just use this a second time. Eye makeup, you know, I use other stuff for that. This, I do recommend this, whether you have sensitive skin or not. My skin loves this stuff. So this and this Olay right here, those are the 2 things I recommend regardless. And so I'm repeating myself. I feel like I'm babbling. I'm gonna go fix my oatmeal. The kitchen is that way. But first I need to put my caddy back in the bathroom. That's where that light is over there. I'm really babbling. And later I'll be like, what was I even talking about? Like when I'm editing, I'll be like, what? And so that ointment looks so shiny. I'm really going. I'm sorry. Yeah, you'll see me soon. Thanks.